Hey guys, it's Sandra. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, this one is revisiting a very early video and it's housing options under the NDIS. Guys, it's coming up to a year that I've been in what they call supported independent living, commonly known as cell houses. So we have put in, for those of you guys who followed me from the beginning, my change of circumstances, so my care needs are changing. But cell houses are great. They allow you a level of autonomy, but a backup of care that is needed and tailored to your needs and wants as well. So some organisations in cell houses will focus on support and capacity building and community. Some will more focus on the independence and the support. It is on you to ask for it when, where, and how you need it. And that support can vary. For myself, it's prompting to do the washing up, eat, looking after my laundry. Have I got groceries? What's my budget looking like? Have I been in contact with family and friends? Am I sleeping properly? I'll be honest and open, I do struggle with an internet addiction, so I choose to freely and willingly, I surrender my devices at night. And then the second option I wanted to talk about is SDA, so that's Specialist Disability Accommodation. So this is more geared towards someone with high physical support needs. So high physical support needs is someone who uses a mobility aid, so a wheelchair, a wheelie walker, Zimmer frame, who is in that and cannot be independent without that durability. So that would mean everything's on one level. There would be hoists for showers, there would be roll-in showers as well. And they are much more designed for couples as well. So one of the things I've found with cell houses is that they're very much designed for single people as well. And there are some rules and regulations that are quite unique to cell houses. Guys, this is something I would highly recommend checking their policy of friends, of if you can have friends and family come into the house, if you can have other care agencies come into the house. Just check with that because it can become an insurance issue. You don't want anything to compromise your care, and that's a really big thing to remember. And then we go into something that's not used very often, but generally for people who are able to rent or own their own home, but need a little level of support. So that is what they call independent living options. So that's generally when you have someone dropping in, it could be 2 to 3 hours a day, making sure washing up's done, food is in the fridge, beds are done, you're up, you're active, have some community engagement type of thing. So I'm talking the old school blue nurses packages for an older person, but generally for a younger person as well. Something I learnt when researching this video, guys, was that used to be called colloquially the 3 S's. So shower, toilet, shave. I'll leave what the third S is up to you because there's some words that can't be said on YouTube. Guys, so that's independent living options. And then there is an extreme one that the NDIS is trying to phase out, but they still have their uses. And so that is group homes. So that's a large amount of people with a disability living in one house together. So that could be up to 10 to 11 people. I do know of some around town that are 10, 11 people, but they are very institutionalized. So that's the big thing you've got to be very aware of, is that they do through necessity, run to a schedule. So breakfast is at this time, lunch is at this time, afternoon tea's at this time, dinner's at this time, showers at this time, bed's this time. And if you're a younger person and you've got Netflix, Prime, Amazon, iView, there might be some things that you want to watch late in the evening, but you can't as well. There might also be restrictions on what is appropriate for you to watch as well. So this is where the government is actively trying to deinstitutionalize people and upskill them to be able to look after their own money, to cook, clean, and maintain houses as well. We do see that public housing, there's much more awareness for disability accessible one as well. And the biggest thing with housing and home and community living is that I have discovered quite recently is being honest with yourself about your care needs and knowing that you are worthy of support as well. And having someone in your court, whether that be a family member, whether that be a trusted friend, whether that be a support coordinator, whether that be a professional advocate, if issues come up with yourself or housemates or the organisation hosting the house, little things like that, because let's be real, humans aren't perfect. We're all not perfect. We all make mistakes. Things can unfortunately go wrong. So having clear boundaries, having clear expectations is also a really good one to have as well. And guys, the last one is something that can be done, but it's more for people who own their own home. And that's what they call independent living options. So that's where you own your own home, but you have it modified for your needs and you are able to have agency workers come in at specified times, generally agreed between you and the agency as well. Or you put in a permanent care worker who sleeps over. I do know that this is now becoming a thing, having an independent worker who lives in as well. So have an investigation of that one. That is fairly rare though, as still houses become more common. But that is barely touching the surface of housing as well. Then we get into things like the more complexities of young care villages. So young care villages are designed to house people with disabilities, but providing a community at the same time. So having like a common room environment, having like a little corner store, but it's all safe, it's all transversable. There is a registered nurse on site, so if there was ever to be a medical emergency, they can start treatment rather than a support worker. And there is support workers coming in and out as well. Young Care do an amazing job as well. So guys, that's the other option. And this one is an extreme option because the government is making a push to get young people out of nursing homes. But there is coming in the future what is called assisted living. That is going to be all ages as well. So I do know some nursing homes in regional areas who do have a large population of disabled people who are under 50. They are putting them all in the one wing or area as well. So that then solves the issue of the person doesn't have to move from what they know, but they then need to have the skills of being able to cook and clean for themselves. But it does get them out of that very structured nursing home environment. The breakfast is at this time, lunch is at this time, showers is at dinners at this time, showers at this time, and you have very limited storage and space, and family and friends have to sign in and out. And guys, this is a very shallow video. I want to do much more on housing as well, but the big thing I want to stress with housing is know your care needs, know what you're suitable for, and know your ratios of care. Know what the care model is in the house as well. And guys, please, if you can, like, share, subscribe. And guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Finally, fully recovered from COVID and the bronchitis as well. And guys, if you can, I do have the Patreon. That really does help. But if you can't, totally get it. The best thing you can do to support the channel is liking, sharing, and subscribing. See you in the next video.